Hello students, welcome to Veranda IAS. From the current affairs of environment, in this session we are going to discuss about India's first geothermal power plant. The learning objectives of this particular session will be to analyze India's first geothermal power plant, to examine the news on India's first geothermal power plant, then explain the different phases of the project, and then list the benefits of the projects. So let's move on and start introducing ourselves to the India's first geothermal power plant. Now geothermal word basically connotes the heat derived from the earth or heat derived from the earth. So geothermal energy is nothing but it is the heat that is derived from the earth, specifically the interior of the earth. So what is the information about that we have to learn? So there is a Puga village, it is in Ladakh, Union Territory of Ladakh, was recognized by scientists as a geothermal energy hotspot, prompting this choice. Okay, so this village specifically has been recognized that it is a geothermal energy hotspot, and then obviously more things will be carried out into that. Now there will be 4 stages to the project. On 6th February 2021, ONGC Energy, Ladakh Area Hill Development Council, Leh and the Power Department of Union Territory of Ladakh signed a tripartite memorandum of understanding to create and implement the first phase. So overall, these 3 institutions will be included into this. So ONGC Energy, Ladakh Area Hill Development Council, and then Leh and Power Department of Union Territory of Ladakh. So all these have signed a memorandum of understanding. That means what? They will, all 3 agencies will be implementing this program where we have to get the what you can say geothermal energy from the Puga village. So it will be the first geothermal power plant in India. Further, Geothermal Field Development Project is the name of this geothermal project. Remember this. It can be asked in prelims. So very important for the prelims. Geothermal Field Development Project. Again, we'll repeat Geothermal Field Development Project. It will be the first geothermal project in the country. By the end of 2022, it will be operational. So it's very quick. They are doing it in very rapid ways. So we hope that by 2022, it will be operational. This is very important from the prelims point of view. Now further, now India's first geothermal power plant in news. So what was the news about it? In Ladakh, India began its first geothermal power plant. A deal to develop the first geothermal power project was announced on 7th February 2021. So it was in 2021 that it was announced. It would allow it to tap to the potential of natural geysers in the Puga area, which is 170 km east of Leh. So it is just simply tap the potential of natural geysers. Geysers are again they are like a kind of a hot spring. So the water that is coming out of it is generally hot. That is because of the interior of the earth and the heat emitted out by the interior of the earth. So potential of natural geysers, and this will be utilized for getting the geothermal energy. So this was the news about that. Now further, what are the phases of the projects? Let's see each of them. There are 3 phases in the geothermal power plant. Geothermal power plants. The first phase of the project's first phase will result in generation of 1 megawatt of electricity. So that is important. First phase will involve 1 megawatt of energy creation. The pilot project will be implemented by ONGC and ONGC Energy Corporation. So OEC is ONGC Energy Corporation. ONGC in the first phase. So that will be the institutions that will be involved. The ONGC OEC will dive to depth of 500 meters. So they will be drilling 500 meters above the surface of the earth, and from there they will harness the energy. In the initial phase, it was planned to provide 10 nearby communities with free power for 24 hours if they were not connected to the northern grid. So those villages which are there nearby that region, they will be provided the free electricity 24 hours if they are not connected by the northern grid. Means that simply, in simpler sense, if they are not having the electricity at their homes, they will be provided the free power for 24 hours. Now, second phase of the project, this will involve the ideal number of wells will be drilled in the second phase. So, ideal number means whatever they are possible, and ideally what amount of heat we require, energy we require. So, on the basis of that, the wells will be drilled to drill deeper and for lateral exploration of geothermal reserves. So, whatever the reserves are there, they will be exposed in the second generation or the second phase. In this phase, a higher capacity demonstration plant will be built in Ladakh. So, higher capacity demonstration plant. This will be developed in the Ladakh region. This is the stage of project where the research and development or demonstration of the project will take place. So R&D will be taking place in the second stage. So first stage, those plant will be established, they, ONGC and OAC will dive down 500 meters and they will provide the electricity for the nearby villages. In the second stage, more number of wells will be drilled according to the lateral explorations and geothermal research, so that will be done, plus higher capacity demonstration plant will be established at Ladakh and research and development will be carried out in this phase. And then we have the third phase. Now this third phase will include joint ventures and the commercial developments will be fostered in the third phase. So joint ventures, commercial developments of the projects and all those things, that will be carried out in the third phase of this particular projects. So further, what will be the benefits of this project? So it would be responsible for supplying power to the territory 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So first thing is that getting the electricity for 24 hours to that particular region. So that will be done. The spring's hot water would be useful for space heating. Creating hot swimming pools would be a tourist attraction, and Ladakh would be a self-sustaining economy, emphasizing the government's vocal for local calls. So overall, like see, hot springs, if you have visited any of them, it is like a hot natural swimming pools, and obviously they become a tourist attraction. Now with tourist attractions, what will happen? The economic development can happen, like people over there will get the resources, jobs, or they can start a small businesses and all those things. So with those things, what happens? Self-sustaining economy can be done. Now because that region is difficult in terrain and the climatic conditions are not that favorable, we all know Leh and Ladakh, it's a beautiful place, but still for those locals over there living or 12 months a year, then that is a difficult thing. But they are, to make them self-sufficient, what we have to do is we have to take that initiatives, and tourism already it is boosting in Leah and Ladakh. At the same time, with this kind of springs, hot water springs and all those things, it will have a further boost. The establishment of this type of plant would provide new job opportunities for the residents. Yes, job opportunities, small business opportunities, and all those things will be provided. The eternal kind of energy is receiving increased attention because it is regarded to be exceedingly environment beneficial and would result in carbon neutral Ladakh. Now see, why carbon neutral Ladakh? Because to get that steam or get that heat, we are not using any fossil fuels. So if the fossil fuels are not used, then obviously the pollution will not be there. So it is like a kind of clean or environmental friendly energy that is being harnessed from the earth itself. So that's why the word eternal kind of energy, that is, it is eternal in itself, like it is coming from the interior of the earth. So when that was the benefits of the project. Now to summarize what we have learned India's first geothermal power plant, then we studied news on India's first geothermal power plant, then we studied different phases of the project. In different phases, different things will be carried out, and then we studied the benefits of the project. So with that, I hope you have understood whatever we have discussed about India's first geothermal power plant. That's it for this session. See you in another one. Thank you.